end of an age, not any life, but on the contrary, I'd say the new age has already begun. So I just got back from Marvel's Black Widow. Hello, the latest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the official start of Phase 4, and I have to say that with this being like officially marking the multiverse's impact, I'm definitely all for that. Like, this definitely gave them a blueprint to use characters that did not make it through the Infinity Saga. It's not gonna be spoilers, but that's I give you a fake one right now. If it's like Natasha was stopping by Hopper's farm in Indiana to get his supply of Dr. Pepper cream soda. Oh, that's good. But in all fairness, as I mean, the film is definitely well worth the wait. It was gonna be coming last year, as was other films slotted for Phase 4 before everything happened at once. And the standalone movie, it's tonally very close to Captain America Soldier, and which is definitely a film I really enjoy. It's definitely one of the best standalone films I've seen since then. I also have similarities to both T2 and The Fugitive. I definitely believe it. I mean, yeah. So, on top of Scarlett Johansson, reprisal as Natasha Romanoff, she's also joined by some of her fellow colleagues when she was training to be a Black Widow, including Yelena Belova, played by Rachel Weisz, as another actress who I liked for a long time. Her also her adoptive parents, and played by Florence Pugh and David Harbour, the latter of which who plays the Red Guardian, and I definitely think that this film was definitely well worth the wait, and if anything, despite the fact it's also going to be simultaneously debuting on Disney Plus, which means with much like Cruella, I'm contemplating doing like a spoiler review once the paywall comes out in October. I mean, it's definitely. It didn't really actually dampen the expectations. Quite the opposite, in fact. If anything, the delay actually helped raise the hype even further. I mean, there's so. Oh, and now that the other parts of the schedule are in place for this year at least, it's definitely looking to be. And I don't know about this phase is quote unquote failing, given how it's already put in place this year with WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and now Loki as well. So, as for that medium piece, do you take your crow medium or well done? Just a question, is all, man. And even in a series that's often been dulled for some of its villains, and I think the whole, by design, the more ambiguity would play pretty well here, as would approach one of the major antagonists of the film, the Taskmaster, which is a character who I think is really understated, and much like, I won't be spoiling it here, which gives you an idea of how they approach this character, but how to say, definitely, just the fact that the character doesn't even speak for most of the film adds to the intensity. I mean, it's definitely sort of like the antithesis of the other characters. The movie takes place chronologically after events of Civil War, before the ends of Infinity War, and also further compounding how, in the just over a decade since we're waiting to get this one standalone movie, Scarlett seemingly has not aged at all. I know this is a spoiler for a different film and stuff, but it's like she's become the Soul Stone in a way. Hey, so it definitely stands out at me, and especially it's another character. I think it's if it's like tighter than one person, so. And it's also helping set precedent if they wanted to include characters like this. I also mentioned this in some of like my vlogs on WandaVision, as well as how I mentioned with Falcon Soldier was how Loki are handling the planting the seeds for the X-Men and Fantastic Four to enter this verse. I will say this: bioluminescence is definitely going to be an important factor in this movie. And that's good. And even though I haven't seen Kate Shortland's other work, I'd definitely be willing to, much like other directors who came in for relatively modestly budgeted fare, even if different mediums like television or music videos, which is not an uncommon trajectory, to be honest. Not only associated with big budget action fare, but definitely one that plays to their strengths. And whatever happens, like with Shang-Chi, the Eternals, as well as there's a third Spider-Man film they're working on with the most blatant hints about its story so far being dropped by, of course, Lego sets and Funko Pop figurines, which is basically what has happened before with Giant Man's inclusion, like with the fighting Leipzig. I mean, I'll definitely be willing to watch this again many times, especially once the paywall comes out in October. So it's of course off to like a marvelous start to Phase 4 for the studio. So was out of 4. I have a couple coming attractions this time, but I'm going to be out of the way here. Okay, so Snake Eyes JoJo Origins. Nothing personal to Paramount or the cast, but I'm just not really feeling this one. It's not really, shall we say, wowing me like the one I just saw did, nor with the other ones I have in the pike, like with on top of me still drafting stuff my Pixar Marathon. Also working on getting my ticket to Space Jam New Legacy before next week. That's going to be my next big one. I have other ones already written time to that. I'm starting because the last couple movies weren't the best. In fact, I did not like the first one. All public reviewing that, and instead, and so, and also because the second one in 2013, even factoring in the 3D conversion reshoots, so it's not even the first time a movie's been delayed by this. So it was a bit better, but I have not really watched it that much since I first saw it. It's not even like a fool me once, shame on you, because I wasn't really fooled twice. Like, they legit made a better movie the second time around, but at the same time, it's not like a movie I could see myself just rushing out to see unless someone else really at least says it's good. Like, when the first one was, I wanted to see District 9 and Ponyo, but I couldn't because I didn't have any theaters coming close to me that were showing them. So I definitely went up watching them questions on DVD, and I still do digitally. And so it's kind of like how I mentioned before. It's not like I was heavily against the idea of the Demon Slayer movie, as I pointed out. I just couldn't do it because I was giving my priority Mortal Kombat, and they didn't have a theater nearby me showing it. So anyway, which brings me to my next one, Free Guy, August 13th. Which has been pushed back also a bit even before all the stuff started. I don't think it looks like a bad movie by any means, but it's not gonna surprise me if it shows up on Hulu anytime soon. Even sooner than expected. Because it's one I'm gonna be maybe go on vacation, and then also right after the Suicide Squad. So yeah. I do but like Ryan Reynolds, as well as a concept of being like an NPC, that's aware he's in a video game, it's him and also how potentially having Taika as a person who wants to take it down, even though I can see it's a type of MMO that would actually give even Star Wars like EverQuest and Warcraft War for them for their money, or even like Star Wars Old Republic. I mean that kind of thing. And so, and as for some of the jokes about Reynolds' love life, I think that ship sailed out even when he was still Van Wilder. Personally, yeah, so I definitely have been Jones for this kind of movie, making that kind of reference here. I mean, anyway, hey, I'll definitely get you my next Bad Batch vlog tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be like a nice simple one. Like I have like that Pocket Monday vlog already worked out, as well as like the Loki finale, and a cut. I mean, the next other movies I'll be reviewing that will be related to Space Jam, New Legacy, will be for different reasons. Just so we can find out what they are. So, one is the last live action animation hybrid Looney Tunes movie they've done. The other is another attempt at like a WB, a crossover film with CG that also wants to appeal to existing demographics, especially new ones. So, one I will enjoy, the other I do not. We're still waiting to guess what they are, so I'll be off for now. Take care, everyone.